They said I could find you here. Why are you fishing? Our company's got to ship out 2 full color brochures and 20 color copies. You're killing me.
It's done. Designed, printed, packaged, and shipped.
How?
You just got to know the right people. Baker Printing, the printing people.
How come you get to fish in this private lake?
Like I said, you just got to know the right people. You can know the right people too.
Hi, business owners. Phase 3. Woohoo! But do your customers know you're back? Well, that's where the Clarence Bug Show and Pelican Broadcasting can help. Right now, we've got great rates on advertising packages to help you get the word out. Shoot me an email at bugsclarence@gmail.com. Or better yet, call me up. I'd love to talk with you. 225-485-6839. Let's get together and make Phase 3 the best it can possibly be.
Hi, I'm Hurricane Betsy Barnes.
And I'm Dr. Kay Siller with the Rocket Right Show.
We are 2 busy blondes on the go showing off life in Louisiana.
Watch us on Pelican Sports Network.
And Talk 107.3 FM. Check local listings for times.
Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
As we start today's edition of the Clarence Bug Show, here's hoping that all is still well with you and yours. Since the last time we had the opportunity to spend a little time with you some 24 hours ago. Before we get into the meat of the matter today, I want to take the time to send a shout out and say a very special good day to my man Corey and his wife. Corey is an Uber driver that dropped off one of my good friends, Amy, here at Bayou Smokehouse Restaurant yesterday. He is a long-time radio listener, and it's funny, the old folks tell us things come in threes. Yesterday, you may well remember, actually day before yesterday, a gentleman stopped by to pick up lunch here, saw the show live and being taped, and informed me that it was so good to know that I'm still among the living. This, of course, after the big change at Guarantee Broadcasting, where I was previously employed before starting the TV show. And the very next day, Corey drops off Amy here at work and starts asking, well, what's all that stuff in there? What are they doing? And she informed him that, well, they do the Clarence Bug Show there, and the Exiles, Bill Profita and Kevin Gallagher, and he was just ecstatic. Got the opportunity to spend some time to talk with Corey and his wife, and just want to let him know that you really made my day, brother. You truly made my day yesterday. And thank you so much for watching, and thank you for the support. Obviously, here in South Louisiana, all eyes are on the tropics. It is that time of year again. And unfortunately, here in the capital region, many people are more anxious, I would venture a guess, than any other time relating to just a tropical disturbance. That due in large part, if not solely, to the fact that a couple of weeks ago, we went through a flooding event, and in many parts of the capital region, there are still inordinate amounts of standing water and completely saturated ground, which means, obviously, inches and inches and more inches of rain is the absolute last thing that we need right now. Unfortunately, rain is on the way. That is just part and parcel of where we live and, of course, what time of year it is. Reading from the website of News 2, the ABC affiliate here in Baton Rouge, WBRZ, Friday morning, the tropical moisture is expected to move in. Scattered showers will start up in the late morning hours, and Friday, showers will be scattered in nature all day long. These showers and storms will be fueled, obviously, by all this moisture in the Gulf and will be capable of producing a lot of rain in a short amount of time. A few inches of rain accumulation will be possible across our viewing area by the end of the day, Friday. Saturday, meanwhile, is setting up to be the wettest day in the forecast. Periods of heavy rain expected to start in the morning. As the forecast stands right now, the heaviest rain is likely to be on the eastern edges of our viewing area and even further east into Mississippi and Alabama. The storm is expected to track northeast all day, and the afternoon and evening hours will likely see fewer showers in number. The afternoon and evening activity, however, will still be capable of producing heavy downpours. As the system moves away from our area on Sunday, some shower activity is expected to linger. Scattered showers will be possible for the entire day, with the tropical moisture contributing more downpours. Adding up all of the rain, if, and it's a big if the forecast remains as it is right now, the highest totals will be anywhere between 4 to 7 inches of rain on the far east side of this system. Totals of 2 to 5 inches will be the case for areas on the western side. Once this disturbance fully develops, then forecasters will have a much better idea of exactly the trek, exactly how much rain we can expect, and exactly what the duration of it is going to be. Now, it goes without saying that this is not our first rodeo, and knock on laminate-covered particle board, it is probably not going to be the last rodeo this hurricane season. It is something that hopefully you've already started making your preparations for, and hopefully you, and it's a worn-out phrase now, but it's true, hopefully you have your game plan already in order. So, all that being said, it's coming. There's not much, if anything, that we can do about it. So, we will do what South Louisianians do. We will deal with it, we'll persevere, and we will go right on doing what South Louisianians do. By the way, in anticipation of this weekend, if you need sandbags, there are locations aplenty. In Ascension Parish, the Prairieville Fire Department on LA 73, Paula Park in Prairieville on Pallet Street, the 5th Ward Fire Department in Darrow, Louisiana, for our friends in that fine city, Butch Gore Memorial Park in Sanama, the Ascension Parish Fire Protection District Number 1 on Airline Highway in Gonzales, Stevens Park on Cannon Road in Gonzales, Jackie Robinson Memorial Park on Cocoa Road in Geismar has sandbags available as well. The Galvez Lake Fire Station on Severio Road in Prairieville. Prairieville Primary School also has them on Raymond Tullier Road in Sorrento. Ridge Road at Kleinpeter Road, that's just off Bluff Road for the locals there, and the end of Buxton Road in Sanama, likewise. Also, on the West Bank, the old DPW building on Church Street in Donaldsonville, and finally, LA 431 at Valentine Road, that's the curve of LA 431 in Sanama. Here in East Baton Rouge, BREC locations are spread all over the parish. The BREC Park on Old Raifmeyer Road, on Cadillac Street, that's in the Zion City area. Doyle's Bayou Park on Port Hudson Pride Road. The Flannery Road Park on Flannery. The Hartley Vey at Gardier Park on Gardier Lane. The Lovett Road Park and Breck's Memorial Stadium are all locations where you can get sandbags there. For our friends on the West Bank in West Baton Rouge, William and Lee Park on Louisiana Avenue in Port Allen, Revolt Park on South Jefferson Avenue in Port Allen, Alexander Park in Bruley, Irwinville Park on Rougon Road in Port Allen, Mahan Park on Laws Road in Addis, and for our friends in Tangipahoa Parish, Natalbany, Loranger, Husser, Wilmer, Kentwood, Independence, all of these places, the main fire stations have sandbags available there. Now, for the overwhelming majority of these places, you're advised, bring your own shovel. Some places will have individuals on hand to assist you in filling the bags up, loading them up, etc., etc. But you don't want to take that chance. Be advised, bring your own shovel, and if at all possible, bring some help along with you. Those of you that have those teenagers at home that, don't have anything else to do, teach them a little bit about preparation. Load them up in the car, load them up in the truck, let them do a little manual labor, God forbid, to help get ready for what could be an impactful situation. It is one of those things that, in the grand scheme of things, we can't really do a whole heck of a lot about. We just try to prepare as best we can, say as many prayers as humanly possible, and we deal with whatever Mother Nature sends our way. It is probably just the first of many still to come, and if nothing else, and y'all please accept this in the spirit that it's given, it'll be a good prep run for what may be coming for the remainder of what is anticipated to be an active hurricane season. It's what we do in South Louisiana, particularly this time of year. So govern yourselves accordingly, and hopefully when we get back with you on Tuesday of next week, you will be none the worse for wear. Here's hoping. First break of today's show. Going to jump into the meat of the matter when we come back, and I will preface it simply by saying, oh God, here we go again. That's up next on the Clarence Bugg Show, here and only here on the Pelican. Stay close.
Hi, I'm Bobby Yarborough with Manda Fine Meats. Here at Manda, we know what the folks of South Louisiana love. They love great flavored smoked sausage, delicious deli meats, and specialty items like boudin and andouille sausage. Manda Farm Meats has been providing these products since 1947. We produce them right here in Baton Rouge, so you know you're always getting the freshest product at your local grocery store. Manda Farm Meats. Taste the fresh local flavor in everything we make. Make it Manda every time.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
I'm self-employed and didn't report all my income. They claim I owe a lot more than I do.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
Tax Solutions Now saved my business.
I qualified for the Fresh Start program. I paid less than I owed.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions now.
Call 800-778-4345. 800-778-4345.
Live and play on the fairway at Greystone Golf and Country Club, a serene, challenging golf destination located in Denham Springs. For tee times and membership opportunities, go to GreystoneCountryClub.com.
The first big sale of the year is here. The Dream Garage Spring Event is underway at Team Honda. For the first time ever, get $1,250 customer cash on every new 21 Passport, or get 0% for 60 months on every new 21 Pilot at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Whirlpool savings. Shop now and save on Whirlpool appliances throughout the store. Plus, experience our price match guarantee and ask about special financing. You can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day. Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent with nationwide buying power.
Welcome back to today's edition of the Clarence Bugg Show. If I were to categorize this segment, the phrase, "Oh God, here we go again," would probably be the most appropriate. We here in South Louisiana have watched alarmingly, as many other communities across this country have, an increase in homicides involving our young people, particularly young people of color. Baton Rouge Police announcing this week that they have made so far the arrest of 3 individuals in connection with the murder of a 16-year-old at an apartment complex here in Baton Rouge last month. 18-year-old Jesse Harris and 2 juveniles, ages 15 and 16, were arrested for this May 23rd homicide. A report from the BRPD said that police found a teenager sitting in a black Honda Accord on Sharp Lane, severely wounded from a gunshot. The victim, 16-year-old Joseph Antoine, died in the hospital several days later. Investigators learned that the gunfire that killed young Mr. Antoine erupted after the black Honda Accord passed by a crowd and a passenger in the rear of the car fired shots at a group of people. Police said Harris, the 18-year-old arrested, and another person in the crowd fired back at the vehicle when it drove past them again. What is particularly disturbing, aside from the fact that yet another teenage, juvenile, African American male was murdered senselessly, allegedly, by another young African American male. What is disturbing additionally is that apparently we had a situation where minors were riding in a car, armed, and saw fit to open fire on a group of other minors standing around who likewise were armed and returned fire. I don't need an answer to the question, but I'll ask it anyway. What do you think the odds are that these were legally owned firearms? Now, many of you watching right now, you no longer watch local news because all you see day after day after day after day are young black men killing other young black men. For those of you that have now divorced yourself from watching the news, you may not realize, in addition to, and for those of you that are of the opinion, well, Clarence, that's just in big cities like New Orleans and Baton Rouge is getting that way too. No. Nothing could be further from the truth. Eunice, Louisiana, my late mother and grandmother's hometown in St. Landry Parish, little bitty town, 14-year-old recently arrested and charged with 2 counts of murder for standing across the street from a graduation party and opening fire, killing a 30-year-old and a 34-year-old in Eunice, Louisiana. Meanwhile, not long ago, a 14-year-old in Port Allen charged with murder for killing a 15-year-old. Now, I don't have enough time left in this day to categorize all of the recent homicides. There are just that many. And of course, recently, we had this tragic death of an 18-month-old and 2 more teens murdered right here in Baton Rouge. I have been beating this drum so long it is now nauseating. It's sickening. But I understand, one, that as an individual that is blessed with a platform, I've got an obligation to speak out about these things. But what hurts more than anything else are the individuals, the institutions that could conceivably make a difference, and they are stone cold silent. I may have missed it. Let me be the first to say, I may have missed this. But in the recently completed Louisiana legislative session, do any of you remember the Louisiana Legislative Black Caucus putting forth, pushing legislation to deal with this horrifically rising homicide rate among young black men in Louisiana? Again, I may have missed the bill, but I don't remember hearing what is arguably the group that has more sway, more pull, more legislative power than any other for people of color in this state. I don't remember them saying a freaking thing about this. Nor do I remember, and maybe I missed this as well, I don't remember pastors and leaders of the faith community in the black communities rallying, holding conferences to try and stem this tide of deadly violence among our young black men in South Louisiana. You know what is so ironic? And you've heard me say this before. There was a time when black folk were some of the most spiritual people in all of America. Nothing against white people, nothing against Latinos, nothing against Asian Louisianians, but black folks in this country had to be spiritual because God was all we had. And as a result, you can go in the black community, bend down and pick up a rock, close your eyes and throw that rock in any freaking direction and you'll hit a church. And yet, I am dumbfounded by the leaders of the faith community not rallying the members of their churches to this cause. Meanwhile, the NAACP, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, have you heard of them holding a big rally, putting together a big conference, bringing together people from different walks of life to try and put an end to this ungodly trend in our community? I'm going to make some of them mad. Ain't the first time, and it's not going to be the last. But the fact of the matter is, your acronym, NAACP, stands for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Right now, the biggest impediment to the advancement of young colored people is other young colored people. But the media, the politicians, and the Democrats would have you believe white supremacist is the biggest threat we need to worry about. Let me ask you something, black folk. When is the last time you remember a white supremacist coming in the neighborhood where you live and killing somebody black? When is the last time you remember a self-avowed white supremacist coming in the black community and killing black folk. You don't, because you can't. Because the overwhelming majority of people killing young black people look just like me. And yet, the media and the Democrats / liberals / progressives, including the leader of the free world, President Joe Biden, would have you believe white supremacy is the biggest threat to this country. Begging your pardon, Mr. President, white supremacists are in no way, shape, or form the biggest threat where I live. The biggest threat, Mr. President, where I live are young men who look just like me. Why it is you all continue to ignore this is beyond me. It is baffling. It befuddles the mind of thinking people that we continue to allow this crap to happen. You know, if I were a white supremacist, I would be looking to sell my sheet and my hood. If I were a member of the Klan, I would be looking to retire my robe. Why? Because I don't need to worry about killing black folk. They got this covered all by themselves. If I were a white supremacist or a member of the Klan, and someone were to ask me, you think we need to hold a meeting to figure out how we can kill some black people? First thing I tell them is, no, bruh, they got this covered. Pardon the pun, lock, stock, and barrel. And yet, we are led to believe that the problem lies elsewhere. At some point, y'all, black folk, we got to own this. At some point, we have got to get sick and tired of being sick and tired and grab this bull by the proverbial horns and straighten this crap out. If we don't, it's going to be left on y'all, because I only have so many years left on this earth. It's going to be left on y'all to explain to white people and the few remaining people of color what happened to an entire race of people in the greatest country on the face of this earth. It used to be you had the comfort of saying, oh, well, this is just a problem in big city America, Clarence. We don't have to worry about that here in Baton Rouge. Now, Eunice, Louisiana, Port Allen, Louisiana, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Shreveport, Bogalusa, you name it, and it's happening. Not just happening, but it's happening in record-setting numbers. And yet, the liberals will tell you, white supremacists, oh, that's the boogeyman. I beg to differ strongly. NAACP, I'm calling you out. Louisiana Legislative Black Caucus, I'm calling you out. Leaders of the faith community, I'm calling you out. Get out your comfortable pews in your air-conditioned sanctuary and get out and serve the people. Now, let me add this before I close this segment. Let me add this. As a man with the platform, I will make it available to you. If you have a plan, if you have a program, if you are an institution, an entity, or an individual, let me know, and I'll get you on this show, lickety-split. See, the good thing about it being the Clarence Buggs Show is Clarence Buggs can let you on anytime he wants. That's the good thing about it. But y'all, if we don't fix this soon, do I really need to tell you the rest? Bottom of the hour break. Let me get this done. We'll come back and talk more with you, right where you've got it, on the Clarence Buggs Show, here and only here on the Pelican. Stay close.
Got termites? Get Premier Pest. PremierPestServices.com.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
Caught spiders? Premier Pest Services.
Welcome back to today's edition of the Clarence Buggs Show. It says a lot about the faith that we have in this country in what for many, many years were honored institutions. I, thank you God, am old enough to remember a time where you could watch the news and walk away knowing you were told the God-honest truth. You may not like it, you may not care for what you heard, but if nothing else, guaranteed the media was playing straight with you. A new poll is out from the Rasmussen polling organization that says a lot about the media, but for my money, it also says a lot about us as a society. 915 likely American voters were posed this question, quote, do most of the news media report fairly and accurately about the problem of crime in America? Simple question. In other words, does the media give you facts and just the facts regarding crime in America? Simple question. Less than a fourth of Americans, 24%, said, yeah, they tell us the truth about crime in America. 60% said no. Now, I know what you're thinking. I already know. Well, Clarence, those are conservatives that, made it come out that way. Wrong again. According to Rasmussen, even a plurality of Democrats said the media does not play straight with us when it comes to reporting crime. 44% of Democrats said the media lies to us about crime in America. Now, take into account when 44% of Democrats say this, and the media is overwhelmingly Democrat, that should pretty much tell you everything you need to know. And yet, how many of y'all today will worship at the altar of the mainstream media? ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN, LOL, MS, LSD, USA Today, and the list goes on and on and on. Here's why I bring this up. You don't have to have 20/20 vision to see what is happening with crime in this country. All you have to have is one functioning eye and one functioning brain cell, and you can see it. Matter of fact, we are on track as we speak for a record year of crime in America. But here's the thing, something that is so easy to see, something that affects so many people. If they will lie to you about this, just imagine what else they will lie to you about. See, there used to be a time when the old dragnet adage applied. Help me out, Marty. Just the facts, ma'am, just the facts. Joe Friday? Yeah. Used to be a time with the media, just the facts. And let me make up my own mind. Now, it's all political. To fit an agenda, to further an agenda, they have no qualms about lying to you. And understand something here. These folks lied to you by commission, meaning they commit a lie purposely, but they've become masters of lying by omission. See, we didn't really lie to you. In other words, see, what had happened was we didn't really tell you a lie. We just didn't tell you all the truth. I can see as clear as day my late father right now, what his response would have been had he asked me, son, did you tell me a lie just now? And I said, no, I just didn't tell you the truth. I wouldn't be sitting here right now. If I did, my head would be bandaged. I already know what would have happened. But that's the norm these days, which is why it is so vitally important that you, as thinking Americans, watch very closely where you get your information from. In this age of social media, and that's a whole nother show for another day, everybody thinks they're an expert. If you are willing to trust your livelihood and that of your kids to social media, you deserve what you get. The only thing I would ask, how's that working out for us? Just saying. Marty, guys in the truck, we're going to go ahead and get out early. I'm going to need a little extra time on the back end. We're coming right back. Final break on today's edition of the Clarence Bugg Show. Stay close.
Hi, I'm Bobby Yarborough with Manda Fine Meats. Here at Manda, we know what the folks of South Louisiana love. They love great flavored smoked sausage, delicious deli meats, and specialty items like boudin and andouille sausage. Manda Fine Meats has been providing these products since 1947. We produce them right here in Baton Rouge, so you know you're always getting the freshest product at your local grocery store. Manda Fine Meats. Taste the fresh local flavor in everything we make. Make it Manda every time.
Live and play on the fairway at Greystone Golf and Country Club, a serene, challenging golf destination located in Denham Springs. For tee times and membership opportunities, go to greystonecountryclub.com.
The selection is deep, and the time to get a used car is right now from the Team Automotive Group. Shop and save on over 125 certified vehicles and choose from more than 700 pre-owned vehicles at any of our team locations. Or log on anytime at teamautouse.com.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready, and health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, call the number on the screen now and speak with a live healthcare consultant. Don't wait. Get the coverage you need now.
Welcome back for the final segment of today's edition of the Clarence Bugg Show. It is a story that broke yesterday that is going to have a ripple effect as time goes by. You have probably noticed, as I have, as time goes by, young females wearing makeup, the number has dropped lower and lower and lower and lower, is what it is. But a new study released this week, found that more than half of the cosmetics sold in this country and Canada are chocked full of industrial toxic compounds. These chemicals are associated with serious health conditions, including cancer and reduced birth rates and birth weight, among others. Researchers at the University of Notre Dame tested more than 230 commonly used cosmetics and found that 56% of foundations and eye products, 48% of lip products, and 47% of mascaras contained fluorine, an indicator of what's called the acronym PFAS, the so-called forever chemicals that are used in things like nonstick frying pans, rugs, and countless other consumer products. Some of the highest PFASs were found in waterproof mascara, 82% by the way. Long-lasting lipstick, 62%. And according to the study published this week in the journal Environmental Science and Technology, 29 products with higher fluorine concentrations were tested and found to have between 4 and 13 specific PFAS chemicals. A spokesman for the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, which regulates cosmetics, says the agency doesn't comment on specific studies, and the presence of these chemicals, they're going to have to withhold judgment until they're able to ascertain whether or not these concentrations are likely to harm people. Now, listen, I understand, and I can only imagine it's probably worse for things like cosmetics. But go to the food store these days, pick up a can of whatever, and try to read the ingredient label. You will find things on there that not only do you not know what they are, you can't even freaking pronounce it. Ladies, your daughters, as you well know, are going to be pestering you. Younger and younger and younger. But mommy, all the girls wear, fill in the blank with mascara, lipstick, rouge, whatever. Do your homework, ladies. Do your homework. Because at the end of the day, as you've heard me say God knows how many times, these children did not ask to come here. You made them. Well, you helped make them. You brought them here, and it's your responsibility to ensure their safety. Who would have ever thought? Of course, now, it's not really all that hard to envision because just about everything that we consume, everything that we wear, everything that we ingest, just like anything else, can be harmful if not used correctly. At the end of the day, who knows? Maybe the FDA will get off the pot, do some diligent research on this, and it will bring about a change in how these products are made. But in the meantime, a little due diligence can go a real long way in heading off potential health problems only encountered because mama, all the girls are wearing it. You follow me? Just saying. Just saying. Today, as we do Tuesday, Wednesday, and every Thursday, we come to you live from 10655 Coursey Boulevard. Bayou Smokehouse, the home of old school barbecue. If you've not been yet, what are you waiting on? Listen, I understand it is buried somewhere in the Constitution that you have the right to live a deprived life. I get it. I ain't mad at you. But at the end of the day, this is South Louisiana, y'all. We know good food when we taste it. We know good service when we get it. Don't you deserve to get both? And by the way, if you are looking for gainful employment, would love to work where they serve great food and love to work with some really, really good people, Bayou Smokehouse, as we speak, looking for some servers. Come on by 10655 Coursey Boulevard. Ask for my friend Amy. Fill out an application. And who knows, you may be the newest member of the Bayou Smokehouse family. It is the first of what I wish we could say will be the only one. But this weekend, y'all have already made your preparations, right? You know what's coming. So, guys, girls, govern yourselves accordingly. Bill Profita, by the way, The Exiles, is up next. But my time's up and I gotta go. Ooh, this is gonna be quick, Marty. This day, maybe more so than any other, I give it to you. You're right. America, doggone it, we're not perfect. But for this old boy's money, it's the best there is. And God knows there's no place else on his green earth that I'd rather be. Speaking of the good Lord, you realize he loves you, right? And I hope you know that I do too. Then again, ain't a doggone thing you can do about either one. Take care of yourselves. Stay dry. We'll see you next week. God bless.